Hello everyone, this is Beastly Eel here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the latest episode of Gen V, specifically episode 7. So this one starts off right where the last one left off, which is Kate being awake and going to help the group stop the school from pretty much doing any damage to them. So they decide they're going to have to split up for this to work. So they are still skeptical on things that need to be done and everything else. They try to get Kate to call the dean to set up a meeting. She's unavailable. While they're talking together, Emma is tasked with keeping Sam's out of pretty much out of the public eye. So she keeps him in the dorm room and tries to keep him inside. So that's her job. So the group realizes that the dean is not going to be meeting with them, so they then have to come up with some ideas on how to get in there. So they've decided to split into two groups. It's going to be Marie and Jordan going into the dean's office, while Kate and Andre go to the dean's home. So they split up and do that. While that's happening, we have Emma leaving Sam to go get some food and leaves him alone. So he kind of stays in the dorm room by himself, waiting for her to get back. So then we have the dean talking with the scientist who has tried to start to spread the virus to other soups. So they're taking people from the prison and seeing if it will spread to them, and some students as well. And apparently it is working. So we shall see what happens there. He's not happy with it because she wants it airborne. He doesn't think it should be yet. He doesn't think it should, period, mostly due to the fact of how dangerous it will be and it will kill all soups. Where, at least with the virus the way it is, it will only kill those who are against Vought in some way, and keep people in control. So, that being said, they have a disagreement about it. She orders him to do it, and she goes to meet somebody, which is why she can't go see Kate to meet with her, but tells her that she will wait. She should wait at the home, and she'll be there as soon as she can. So all of that happens. Then we have Marie and Jordan in the office trying to find out material, and they find information on a plane that was crashed, specifically the one that Homelander caused to go down, even though they blamed it on terrorism. And apparently, two of the people who were on the flight, excuse me, were related to the dean. One was the daughter, and one was her husband. So that all happened, and they realized that is not good. So then they have to hide under the desk because the scientist comes in, drunk out of his mind, pissed off about how she wants the virus to be spreadable and to kill all the soups, and it's stupid, and blah, blah, blah. And he drops off a file on her desk, pees in her whiskey, and then walks away. So they realize that they're in way over their heads and they're not going to be able to do this alone. So they decide they're going to have to get the senator's help, who happens to be on campus today. So we then cater over to Kate and Andre, who are watching the news, where his dad is talking to one of the senators to get, or one of the runners for the Senate, to see how things are going to go in the polls. And unfortunately, Polaris has like a seizure type thing that causes uh, the magnetic waves around him to get fluctuated and send things flying. So Andre goes to see his dad to make sure everything's okay. He gets to the campus, Rose sees his dad inside the ambulance. His dad starts to seize again, causing damage to the ambulance. And Andre was doing everything he could to keep the ambulance pretty much able to still move. So he's in the hospital now. Andre's with him. So Andre's with him, and he stays with him through the entire time, even when he gets a text saying meet at the dean's home. So while all this is happening, Sam has waited a while, so he opens the door and sees a bunch of college kids playing around, and he then parties with them and goes with them to the debate, basically, where the senator who blows people's heads up was there discussing things, and things were starting to get heated to the point where her safety was at risk, so she left. Marie got in because Jordan started a fight outside to distract the guards so she could get inside. So, sorry. Marie and her have a long conversation, and we find out that obviously she's a soup, but that her powers aren't exploding people's heads, it's actually blood manipulation. And that's why her and the two of them are so similar, quite literally, because their powers are exactly the same. And explains to her what she needs to do and everything else, and that she will take care of the virus, and she should focus more on um, being the great hero that she wants to be, because you can't do both. You can't be the hero and be the superhero that Vought wants. You can't have both. So she's basically telling her she has to make a choice. So the dean meets with Mallory, sorry, to discuss about the virus. And Mallory's like, no, that's genocide. It's way too much. You don't want that airborne. That being said, she wasn't against the virus in general, but the fact that she wants it airborne is ridiculous. And they have this big back and forth, and Mallory decides to leave and calls somebody to let her know what's going on. Um, and she then heads back to her home. So she meets up with Kate, who then um, they have a nice warm embrace type thing. And that's when the text comes from, obviously, um, Kate telling everyone to meet at the dean's house. So the dean is ordered to tell them everything that has happened, including the virus, why she wants it, why she wants to kill all the soups, because of her daughter and her husband dying, and she blames all soups for it. And she then was, after all that and the virus talk and everything else, she was then ordered to kill herself. And so she slices her throat. Kate touches Marie and tells her not to save her, and because of that, Marie couldn't save her, and she bled out and died. And that's when Kate decides that she's going to build a soup army against the humans. And so that's how the episode ends. And it's apparently going to be and Sam joins Kate while the others disagree. And that is how the episode 7 ends. And there's only one episode left, so there's going to be a war between the students that join Kate versus Vought. So I'll be very interested to see what happens there. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you not? And why? And as always, if you like the content you see, please like and subscribe below. Other than that, this is going to be Beastly Eel signing out. Have a great night.